right here on the Sunshine Network. In the third quarter, A&M clinging to a 7-3 advantage over favored LSU at Kyle Field. Duke trailing homestanding South Carolina at Williams-Brice Stadium. Mississippi State, Rocky Falkers Ball Club, leading Watson Brown and the Commodores by a touchdown. And the Big Orange in Tennessee in Earl Bruce's debut at Colorado State by a touchdown. The Bears over the Raiders. And the Bucks in Cleveland tied. I wonder if Gene Deckerhoff made it there on time. No score between Pittsburgh and the Giants. And here it is Florida A&M, although leading by 10. Ken Riley cannot be totally satisfied with the results from the first two quarters of opening night 1989.
This ball club has been moving the ball up and down the field, but just cannot punch it in. Right now, Ezel is not doing the fundamental things right, so Ken's not happy with it right now.
A pretty big snap here, although late. Wilson in motion, 3rd and 7. The blitz is on. Bird fires, incomplete. That stops the clock. That's as effective as a timeout.
The Rattlers will get a chance to get the ball back and hopefully come up with an opportunity to kick a field goal.
And Howard Huckabee, who's yet to touch the ball on the receiving end of a pass or on the receiving end of a punt return, is on the field. And we have an injured Rattler laying out there as well, the left tackle, Jonathan Borden, the sophomore from Birmingham, Alabama, being attended to. Borden, a big guy, 290 pounds, and as you can see, they were looking at that right leg, and fortunately for Jonathan, he's back up under his own power and jogging to the sideline. He has a brace on his left leg. That wasn't the one they were attending to. Florida A&M has 1 timeout remaining. Tuskegee has used all 3. That's the timeline. Keith Benton to punt against a 9-man rush, angling it for the sidelines. It will be a very short kick. Inside the 40. It'll be marked out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Rather than give it to Huckabee, he was willing to just diagonally kick it out of bounds.
Paul, that's just as good as a return. I don't think he meant to kick it out that short a distance, but at the same time, had he punched it in the Huckabee probably would have got a decent return.
That's like the legendary stories of walking Ted Williams with the bases loaded and doing so intentionally rather than to have to pitch to it. That's a 17-yard punt. And now Huckabee in motion, as are the Rattlers. Azell looking his way, and he stumbles at the 18-yard line. Inadvertent contact as he ran up the back of the defensive back and Eddie Kaysen, the sophomore. There has to be intent to impede, and there was not when their feet became entangled.
Rod Jackson is an unheralded quarterback out of Ribault High School, has a powerful arm, and just displayed some of his talents in that last play.
Yeah, I'm glad you corrected me there. Called him Ezel. It is indeed Rod Jackson. On the move. Behind Amir Rasul at the 35-yard line. 19 seconds to go. Don't go anywhere. A lot of action left here in the waning moments. And then a super halftime show awaits. Stacy Straces, our hostess. Live from the Bicentennial Parade en France, the Marching 100 in Florida A&M. Jackson to the air. Huckabee is open. Tim Daniels. Huckabee ran free down the middle of the field. I thought was covered, made a tremendous over-the-shoulder catch for the score.
See the receiver's isolated here. Huckabee's in the slot. Both guys were going deep routes. Rod Jackson did a super job getting it high and outside. And the freshman Tim Daniels makes an outstanding grab here. In his hands. Beautiful catch. Well executed.
2 touchdowns within the last 4 minutes.
So another look at it. Rod Jackson lays that ball. Good tight spiral. And the freshman Tim Daniels make a great grab.
Bertuno nails the point after, and with 11 seconds remaining, it's a 20-3 football game. 3 plays, the biggest of which is the 38-yard strike to Tim Daniel. That's his first collegiate reception. It goes for a score, the redshirt freshman, and the very first touchdown pass in the career of one Rod Jackson from Jacksonville. Tuskegee, which had played without disaster occurring throughout most of the first half, sees the roof fall in the final moment. Bertuno skips it along the ground. Holden goes down 2. Jim Martin's team unable to kill the clock when he wanted to, and it cost him another touchdown.
Exactly. Tuskegee wanted to get a couple of first downs, going at halftime with a 13-3, leading 13-3. Were unable to do that. Rattlers got the ball back, executed, made a touchdown. Now the score is up 20-3. Earlier today, I talked to offensive coordinator Kent Schofield and asked him if his offense was capable of scoring 50 points. He indicated that they were.
They could have had 50 in the first half here had they been clicking. As we know they can. That's the end of the first half. Your score, Florida A&M 20, Tuskegee 3. And the home folks like it a lot more now than they did just moments ago. We'll return to Bragg Stadium at our halftime.
The band is keeping the fans in the stands at halftime. This pulsating carnival of color is extremely popular here in Tallahassee, from their fancy footwork to the way they select soulful music. This Marching 100 band was selected to represent the United States in Paris's Bastille Day Parade, where they wound up the feature act. So sit back. Well, you might want to get on your feet and get in the groove yourself. Either way, you're going to enjoy this performance by this boombox on 500 feet and then some.
For the wonderful time that we had in the beautiful city of Hampton. There is no selection that will be more fitting for this occasion than the all-time favorite song entitled HBCU in Hampton.
sing the Marseillaise, as they did in Paris, France, at the bicentennial celebration when they there formed the Tour d'Eiffel, the Eiffel Tower. Dr. Frederick Humphreys, the president of Florida A&M, addressing this crowd of close to 30,000. Let's listen in.
To you and the March 100, signed by all celebrities and all of the outstanding students and faculty of Florida University, expressing our appreciation for your accomplishments over the years and the seminar in Paris, from the Arc of Triumph to the place of Oklahoma in July 15 in Paris. Please join me in a round of applause for William Patrick Clark.
Faculty, officers, leaders, and members, we'd like to express to you our deep appreciation and thanks. Thank you so much.
What other item? What other item? As you know, William Patrick Foster has labored at Florida A&M University for 43 years. He has brought outstanding acclaim to the university. He has turned out year in and year out the best man in America, the best man in Florida, the best man in Tallahassee, and now the best man in the world. In order to show our appreciation for these wonderful leaders who serve us, we are raising this year $600,000 for the William Patrick Foster Henry Scholar Care. In the stand are our students with their green jackets. If you would wish to make a contribution or make a pledge toward this chair, raise your hand. The students will give you a card. Write your check. They'll pick that up too. We like to get from every alumnus of Florida A&M University $120 toward this chair. We want to show back how much we love him and appreciate his contribution. Raise your hand, pick up the card, and let's support this development. Now let's continue with the show. Thank you, Pat.
Memorial Stadium, the Marching 100. And coming up still in the half, we'll have interviews with Dr. Frederick Humphreys, president of Florida A&M University, and we'll meet Dr. Walter Reed, athletic director of the Rattlers. We'll be back right after this. Aside from attracting outstanding athletes, you're also attracting outstanding academic achievers.
Yes, we are, and we're very proud of that fact. Last year, we were number 5 in the nation in terms of attracting National Achievement Scholars to Florida A&M University. We expect to do better this year. We expect to be even higher.
Well, the Marching 100's performance in Paris certainly provided a priceless promotion for the university. Have you had an increase in inquiries because of them?
We certainly have, and then you can see this crowd tonight. We think this crowd is partially due to the fact that we had the Marching 100 America's Band out here tonight, and they have attracted the interest on the part of students from all over the country have been applying to the university, and we have the largest freshman class that we ever had, and we have a record enrollment this year, over 7,300 students enrolled at Florida A&M University.
Well, Dr. William Foster has been directing Florida A&M fans since 1946, and I understand that you have an eminent scholar chair right now in the process of being funded for him. Can you tell us about that?
We're trying to raise this year $600,000 for an eminent scholar chair in the name of Dr. William Patrick Foster. We are asking our friends and our alumni to contribute $120 so that we can get this chair. We don't want a single donor to do it. We want the people of Florida, our alumni, and our friends to show their expression of support for that, because William Patrick Foster is a monument in Florida. He's a monument here at Florida A&M University, and he brought us all a great deal of pride.
You most certainly did. Dr. Humphreys, thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you with us and to be here with the FAMU and the Marching 100. Dr. Frederick Humphreys, president of Florida A&M University. Paul?
Thank you very much, Stacy. You see the score, 20-3. Florida A&M on the sake of 2 last-minute touchdowns in the first half, leading the visiting Tigers. And in a moment, we'll have the highlights from the first half of this one. But earlier today, prior to this evening's kickoff, Stacy visited with Dr. Walter Reed, the athletic director of Florida A&M. Let's join him.
Amtrak's All Aboard America fares, the best priced view you'll ever get of America.
We're at halftime of the CIAA championship game from Bowman Gray Stadium in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where the Rams of Winston-Salem trail the Trojans of Virginia State 9-0. Right now, the mighty Trojan Explosion, marching band from Virginia State University under the direction of Harold Houghton. On the field right now, drum major is Kurt Hampton. They're 81 strong. The dancers are called Essence of Troy, and their theme, sights and sounds from the entertainment world. Let's listen to the Virginia State mighty Trojan Explosion. and showdown and showtime in just a moment.
You won't be billed till next year and get the videotape free. Call 1-800-621-3800.
You won't see this, will he? Oh, honey, Merry Christmas!
We're back here at halftime. The mighty Trojan Explosion doing their thing right now. That's the band director, Harold Houghton, doing the solo. Background vocals, Derek Hoggart, Horace Gordon, Roosevelt Harris, and Robert White. Wherever yours. Halftime, Henry Brown, and it's the Marching Rams from Winston-Salem State University under the direction of Charles Bates, the drum majors Juan Eckert. They're 100 strong. Their dances are called Scarlet Lace, and the theme for today's show, it's all about love. Winston-Salem, the Marching Rams.
band girls concert, sponsored by none other than the SU Marching Rams. Become a part of the show by singing along or just swaying to the beat.
Studios in Alexandria, Virginia after these messages with George Johnson, who's standing by with Toyota Sportsline. It's 9-0 Virginia State over Winston-Salem. Right now, as I said, 28-21 is our halftime score. It's also halftime showtime. And the Winston-Salem University Ram Marching Band is down on the field. Let's go down to them right now. They're under the direction of Henry DeCamby. Their dance group, the Scarlet Lace, the Winston-Salem State University Marching Rams. field, the Virginia Union University Marching Band doing their thing under the direction of Greg McCarlin, the dance group, the Scarlets.
Halftime Sports Line is brought
division of the CIAA. Of course, this is halftime, so we hope to bring you some highlights of that ball game a little later. But before we do that, it's halftime showtime. The band's standing by. Let's go back to Byrd Stadium on the campus of the University of Maryland.
All right. Thank you very much, George. The Winston-Salem University Marching Band on the field right now under the direction of Mr. R.J. Johnson and assisted by Dr. LaPointe Davis. This is Mr. Johnson's first year at Winston-Salem. The dancers you'll be seeing are called the Scarlet Lace, and they're directed by Ms. Vivian Reed. Let's listen and enjoy the Winston-Salem University Marching Ram Band. halftime. The Winston-Salem State University Ram Band just concluding their halftime presentation. Bowie State leading by a touchdown, and we'll be back with more. We'll be going back to
our studios.
On the field right now is the All-CIAA Band. There are 14 member institutions in the CIAA, and each school is represented here tonight. Let's look at the All-CIAA Band.
My darling Stella, we said we needed space, and all we found was an empty place. I thought I had learned the things I needed to know, but won't you please tell me, where do broken hearts go? Making their all-conference debut at this time are 8 talented featured dancers in a serious crime.
month. I'll be back up here next month.
The 1989 All-CIAA Band is under the direction of Kirby McCallum, Junior Assistant Rhode Island, our defensive program, Carol Austin, R.J. Thompson, and Vivian Reed.
The All-CIAA Band put on quite a show for you. I'll tell you, for the short time they've had to practice together, they did a whale of a job. 21-14 is the score. VUU over Winston-Salem. We'll be back with the second half of tonight's contest in just a moment.
Academically, we're going to now take a look at Hampton University, Norfolk State from Virginia, North Carolina Central University, and Fayetteville State from North Carolina.
The name of Hampton's most illustrious alumnus, Booker T. Washington, rings throughout the halls of learning as Hampton University alumni are found across the world today in positions of authority and great responsibility. However, it was those early and accomplished graduates who created what is known as the Hampton tradition. Hampton University's curriculum provides a wide array of professional and technical skills designed to prepare students for today's and tomorrow's world of work. In order to meet the high demand for technical disciplines among its students, Hampton has implemented major programs in chemical engineering and also applied physics and engineering electronics. The university has the distinction of being the only academic institution in all of Tidewater that offers the Bachelor of Science degree in chemical engineering.
Norfolk State University is located in Norfolk, Virginia. A young institution by CIAA standards, it was founded in 1935 and offers bachelor and master's degree programs that attract a student body representing 24 nations of the world. Norfolk State boasts the largest reserve officers training corps of any civilian college in the state of Virginia, and it has outstanding graduate programs leading to master's degrees in urban affairs, community psychology, urban education, education of the gifted, music, orthopedic and multiple handicapped health impaired conditions, mass communications, and social work. Is the home of 5,000 students. It was the first state-supported arts college for black people in the United States. Graduates of North Carolina Central are given an extraordinary academic background to prepare them for leadership in their careers. In addition to the undergraduate and graduate schools of arts and sciences, business, law, and library science, North Carolina Central University offers courses of study that lead to a wide range of occupations and styles of life. The university's new careers programs include bachelor's level studies in public administration, criminal justice, and health administration, as well as career-oriented programs in jazz and in church music. Fayetteville State University is located in the second largest urban population center in the state of North Carolina. It is a cosmopolitan campus that offers bachelor's degrees in 32 disciplines and associate degrees in 23 disciplines. A new ultra-modern science complex has been recently completed. Academically, Fayetteville State seeks to provide an atmosphere that encourages intellectual creativity. The faculty and administration here are men and women who easily identify with the struggles and the aspirations of their students. Winston-Salem's
It's halftime here at Armstrong Field in Hampton, Virginia, and we'll return with a look at some of the other CIAA colleges in a moment. down on the field here in Armstrong Field in Hampton, Virginia. And speaking of Winston-Salem State, some of the fine academic achievements have come out of Winston-Salem State and also Johnson C. Smith. Both are from North Carolina and in the CIAA. And we're going to also be looking at Elizabeth City and Virginia State.
Aspirations of their students. Winston-Salem State University is a coeducational institution of the liberal arts and sciences and the creative and performing arts as well. Its nursing school offers an outstanding program of academic and professional training. The school emphasizes a close contact between its 2,000 students and the faculty and administrative staff of the university. Sports are important at Winston-Salem. The Gaines Fieldhouse is named for the school's well-known athletic director and nationally known basketball coach. Clarence Big House Gaines is the winningest active coach in the country and a member of basketball's Hall of Fame. However, it is not basketball that brings the member schools of the CIAA to Winston-Salem. Johnson C. Smith University is an independent private college of the liberal arts. A student is not a number at Smith. They're a member of a family. Located in Charlotte, North Carolina, Johnson C. Smith University offers its students small classes in a personal environment, and its distinguished faculty offers academic programs in the physical sciences, business administration, communication arts, early childhood and secondary education, computer programming and music, along with a full range of athletic programs. Elizabeth City State University is located in northeastern North Carolina, near the famed Outer Banks and Kitty Hawk, where the Wright brothers started the age of aviation for the world. Elizabeth City is one of the regional universities of the state, and its more than 1,700 students enjoy a blend of activities that include cultural performances as well as intercollegiate athletics. It's a campus with an atmosphere of mutual respect and concern, both academically and socially. Virginia State University in Petersburg, Virginia, has been affiliated with the CIAA since 1920. The Virginia State campus overlooks the Appomattox River and the site of the last battlefield of the Civil War. The academic offerings include pre-veterinary medicine and engineering technology, as well as more than 15 new undergraduate and graduate programs that have been planned for introduction during the next 5 years, as this historic institution continues to remain relevant to the specific needs and aspirations of its students.
So the Winston-Salem State Band is entertaining here at halftime, and let's go down and, well, they're coming off the field, huh? And, of course, the next entrance will be made by the Hampton University Band here in Hampton, Virginia. Any halftime thoughts, Willie Lanier?
Well, I was noticing some of the defensive stats today, and I think in looking at the way Hampton continued to play very well in defense, I noted 3 of their players, Nancy McKinney, Salton, Phil Foster, and Washington Owens, all had more than 67 tackles for their defense. So they really showed up that defensive problem they had in the first quarter, made the adjustments, became more intense and more aggressive in their play, and really shifted the way this game was going as far as the team was concerned.
You saw the bundle of fans here at halftime, and it is a cold Saturday afternoon here in the Tidewater area. Temperatures were 32 degrees at game time. Here's the Hampton University Band. Doesn't get much colder than that, does it?
No, it doesn't. I don't think we even have an idea where that wind chill is, but at least we know one group of these fans will be a lot warmer at the end of this game than the other.
Okay, let's go down and pick up the musical happenings from the Hampton University Band from Hampton, Virginia. Some of the other CIAA schools. Bowie State, Virginia Union, Shaw.
Why do you...
The Hampton University Band, and now we're going to look at the final four schools in our continuing series on the academic side of the CIAA, leading off with Bowie State of Maryland.
At historical Bowie State College in Bowie, Maryland. This classic institution in Southern Maryland is now in its second century, offering 24-degree programs that prepare its students for a wide variety of career options. Its graduate college is in its second decade, offering 11 areas of concentration in education, and counseling psychology. Bowie State is known for its innovative programs specifically designed to prepare students for productive roles in our changing society. It has been nearly a century since the first black college football teams took to the field in homemade uniforms on a snowy day here in Salisbury, North Carolina. Johnson C. Smith was then known as Biddle University when they met Livingston College in that historic athletic contest. That was 1892. History is important to Livingston. The home of the founder, Joseph C. Price, still stands on the campus as a reminder to the students of today of the commitment of the founder of this Christian college to creating a place where young men and women can emerge and grow. St. Paul's College in Lawrenceville, Virginia is a private, church-related, coeducational institution. It is one of the 3 remaining predominantly black 4-year institutions operating under the auspices of the Episcopal Church of America. Located among Southside Virginia's gently rolling hills, St. Paul's College provides its students with a great deal of individualized instruction that is made possible because of its small size. The school offers an atmosphere that is a very effective learning environment for its inquiring student body who come to St. Paul's in search of meaningful careers. Richmond, Virginia is the home of Virginia Union University. This Christian institution that dates back to 1865 is a coeducational private liberal arts university featuring both an undergraduate and graduate school of theology. The city of Richmond provides Virginia Union students with many cultural advantages. Bachelor's degrees are awarded in 26 different areas, including arts, sciences, and business, which offers a concentration in banking. The Master's of Divinity degree is conferred by the Graduate School of Theology. Raleigh, North Carolina is the home of Shaw University. Now in its 2nd century, this Christian institution carries on its mission to provide a setting where its 1,500 students enjoy an atmosphere in which religion and learning go hand in hand. Although established originally to train religious leaders, over the years, Shaw has initiated additional programs to produce graduates in a wide variety of professions. Also in Raleigh is St. Augustine's College. This coeducational Episcopal Church-related college was founded in 1867. A dedicated faculty provides liberal arts, teacher, and career education, including pre-medicine, pre-law, industrial hygiene, and allied health programs. The beautiful campus is an inspirational setting for St. Augustine students, where they can further their interest in becoming doctors, dentists, lawyers, accountants, engineers, and teachers. Many of tomorrow's successful professionals will come from the campus of St. Augustine's. Many of today's successful athletes come from this school. The Central Intercollegiate Athletic Association has a glorious heritage both in sports and in scholarship. 14 of the finest schools in this nation offer their students a rich and complete educational experience. Here a student can enjoy their sport and open the door to a career that will enrich the quality of their life for decades to come. When the first black colleges were founded more than a century ago, they filled an important need in this nation for young men and women who were denied access to all but a very few white institutions of higher learning. Today, the sons and daughters of these past generations can choose to advance their studies anywhere in this country. However, they continue to choose to attend these historical institutions. They choose a heritage. They choose a tradition. They choose the CIAA.
We're back at Armstrong Field here in Hampton, Virginia, as you have taken a look at all 14 CIAA schools academically, as narrated by the legendary correspondent Mal Good. This is the All CIAA Band, the third annual edition of band members made up of just about all of the CIAA institutions. Let's go down and check them out. Well, the two teams have returned to the field here as the All CIAA Band is still performing here at halftime. Hampton and Winston-Salem State have returned. It is 15-12, and it has been Willie Lanier like two different games. Winston-Salem State scored its 15 points in the first quarter. Hampton turned around and shut out Winston-Salem 12-0 in the second quarter.
It really makes you wonder what the wind has to do with it. Both times the scoring has occurred when the wind was an advantage for the direction that the teams are going. So even though both teams have kept the ball on the ground, it seemed that there were miscues in the passing as well as kicking part of the games that helped lead to points for both sides.
Today's CIAA championship game here in Hampton, Virginia is brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft. Cold-filtered draft beer. It's as real as it gets. Okay, well, we have some halftime statistics here as we view what happened in the first half between these two fine teams. Willie, what do you have?
Well, I was just looking at some of the defensive stats, and as I was saying earlier, some of the Hampton University players, Anthony Kearney, who happened to be a freshman,